Hello, everybody. I would like to take this opportunity and talk to the team and people who are going to be part of the acquisition of the new company. Our shared and mutual vision is to complete a very successful acquisition. In order to do that, we have a specific mission. We want to prepare and understand what are the assets, activities, and profitabilities of the assets we're going to acquire. And for that reason, we're going to divide it into different groups that are going to be handling different parts of the business. Each and every one team members and individuals share the same common and goal is to and that is to learn, to plan, and to prepare, and later on to execute the plans that we're going to build together. In the initial phase, in the first week, we want to map as best as possible all the different assets, people, key personnel, deliverables, and everything that is going to be key for us to be later on to dive in and better understand the business. We are going to work in six different cycles and parts. We're going to analyze sales, we're going to analyze marketing, ops, development and engineering, customer support and finance, and obviously the people. Although we're going to break up into different groups and different teams, it's very important that we all share the same notion and the same big picture. Everything affects everything else. So it's important to communicate things to each other. It's important to think big. It's important to understand the bigger picture and not just the specifics. Now I'm going to talk into the specific teams and what my expectations are for those teams to achieve, mainly in the first week of the next 90 days. And in order to do that, I reviewed in some specifics about that. I'll start with engineering. I think the first and most important thing is for us is to understand all the digital assets and products and what tech stacks are used in order for us to understand the big picture. We want to understand the relevancy and the importance of each of those product line into the business profitability and overall performance. We want to identify key personnel, key people from the acquired company that master those assets and can help us transition and progress with it going forward. And we obviously want to get access into relevant code repos and product planning tools. That thing is not necessarily going to happen within the first week as we just anticipate that acquisition, but we want to be able to map and understand where those assets are and where those repos and tools are going to be. When it comes to ops, I would like to start and getting a list of all resources that are maintained by the ops teams. I would like to get a document of all IT team members and resources to lend their potential ability to absorb as is or with changes to our existing platform. We want to make sure we can convert, merge, duplicate, mirror, or any other way of the existing of our existing IT infrastructure and the new ones. We want to identify the potential failures, the places where we may fail in such transition. What are the vulnerabilities? What are the soft points, weaknesses that we want to strengthen going forward? And obviously, we want to be able to get some ownership on backups and understand the backup policy of the existing IT part. Moving forward to the SaaS ops, I want to understand all the continuous integration, continuous delivery policies, tools, mechanism, and parts that are being used and deployed with the current system. And I want to understand all different funnels and flows of updating new code, databases, everything, every part, every user, and every person that is involved. We want to take full transparency of that in order for us to better understand that going forward. Moving to the finance team, we would like to identify all the revenues types and streams. Are we talking integrations fee, setup fee, recurring revenues? Critical for us to understand the details of the business model of the business that we're requiring. Try and get as a hold of the current financial policies and procedures, purchasing, HR, expense reports, sales reports, everything that relates to the finance team. I would like to get a list of all bookkeeping and account ledgers, all the bank account, credit cards, insurance policies, compensation plans, and so on involved. And again, everything that we need to maintain in order for us for the next phase to better deep dive and understand the details of that. Moving forward, sales. For sales, we want to understand, and this is the most critical assets we're buying, is the current pipeline. Who are the prospects and potential customers of the business we're acquiring? What's their size of opportunity? Where are they located? What is the product line they're integrated or interested in? What is the length of the sales cycle? What are the characteristics of that sales cycle? How many people are involved? Who are we selling to in the other business? Are we selling to the chief marketing officers, to the CTOs of the business, to the CFOs of the business, and so on and so forth? I would like to get some historic sales report, the last few quarters, broken down to geography, salesperson, and product line. That would help us to understand how was the team and the product performing so far. I want to be able to understand the ability for us to co-sell, cross-sell, and upsell, either new products, existing products, our products, and the new acquired company products. Critical for us to be able to see if we can make 1 + 1 = 3 by joining those forces. Try to identify critical and important distributors, partners, integrators, all the external teams and members that could help us achieve better sales goals and outcomes. Moving to marketing, I would like to get an understanding of the existing marketing plan and budget. I want to understand what is the existing ROI, what are the costs and the returns for each of the marketing initiatives for the acquired business. Who are the people who are in charge of making that happen, and try to give me some overlaps between our company and the acquired company as to the efforts that are being used in the marketing world. What are the expense if we use similar channels, if we have similar marketing partners, if we can reduce the overall or the shared expense and maybe increase the overall return. Customer support, critical for me to understand the customer support cycle. How the customers are approaching us, what channels are they using, how long it takes us to respond and deliver and give them a solution. What resources are we used for that specific cycle, and who are the people involved in that. I want to get a list of the main issues, subjects, products, bugs that are involved in that cycle, and what our customers are calling us about. What are the main reasons for them to call us, and try to give me some effective evaluation as to, do we have repeating requests or repeating customer support issues sent us to the same point, if we are successfully being able to solve those issues or not. Critical for everybody on the teams, on different teams. Try to be smart, try to think outside of the box, try to investigate what we're trying to do. Critical for us is that you will document whatever you're seeing, whatever you're measuring, whatever you're looking at, because later on we want to be able to match our actual performance as to those plans and documentation. And it's also critical for us to communicate with each other. We're going to hold bi-daily meetings where each of the teams is going to share their insights and their understandings, and we're going to get some brainstorming power around that. Critical for communication, as in that due diligence process, we are going to get a lot of insights, and those insights pockets are hidden, and it's critical that we share all of them. So thank you, everybody, and I'm looking forward for a big success. Great, thank you very much.